time, weather, and
Audio Jungle.
Welcome to my channel, Old Fat Marine. I really appreciate you being here. One thing I want to talk about is I'm not a financial advisor, but I know history. And I do know that in history there is examples of the sovereignty of different nations. And that sovereignty is based out of their currency. And because of that, crypto is going to be outlawed. Crypto will be outlawed in the United States, if not the world. The powers that run everything are determined to change the face of America. And this is not something I say, but something I hear politicians saying almost daily. Our current sitting vice president has said it over and over. The mainstream media shows us daily how we need to behave to be good Americans, but more importantly, good world citizens. Just look at the demographics of virtually any mainstream popular television show today. Virtually every show on television today has a homosexual couple. There are interracial couples, there are black television shows, and quite often across the gamut of all of the shows, the father figure in it is usually portrayed as dumb and incompetent and acts like a buffoon most of the time. But I'm not here to discuss the takeover of the American media. I'm here today to talk about why crypto will be outlawed. When it all comes down to it, the powers that be want to distract us while they finish their plan for the complete destruction of the U.S. economy. But this has to be a controlled destruction because when it is over, the central bankers want to have even more power, more control, and even more wealth. Crypto is a direct challenge to that, and total world control of the financial system, which is the goal, crypto is in the way. Money is power. We all know that money is power, and this is why crypto will be outlawed. In America, as well as the world, the wealthy live in a world of completely different laws. A 2-second Google search reveals many instances of this. Money is power, and true power is determined by how much money a person has. The more money, the more power the person holds. The power I speak of is beyond having a few $1 million in the bank. Actually, a few billion does not even really compare either. Donald Trump supposedly had about $10 billion, and he is not even in the same league of this power. The wealth I speak of is beyond the comprehension of virtually the entire world. The Rothschilds have more money than Bezos, Gates, and Musk combined, and yet you never really hear about them. The amount of money these people have is something that is valued in power. They control and influence the governments of the world, and money is the source of their mega wealthy power that sets them apart from you, me, and virtually everyone. One of the solemn powers of a government is its ability to control the money supply of the said country. Crypto will be outlawed so the powerful can maintain their power. If crypto is permitted to thrive, it will be in a direct contrast to what gives a nation its power and authority. For the survival of those individuals that pull the levers of power, crypto is a threat to that power and especially sovereignty. In order for the government to maintain absolute control over its population, the government has to control the money supply. To maintain control over the new currency, crypto necessarily must die. Yes, there will be a new currency because the Great Reset is coming. You can scoff at the idea of a looming financial reset, but it is coming. For anyone that has been paying attention, it is easy to see inflation has robbed the taxpayers over the last 100 years. There is nothing left of the U.S. dollar to continue the inflation cycle, which is necessary for America to survive financially. Since the national debt is insurmountable, the central planners need to dispose of this debt, so they're going to have a reboot of sorts. The easiest way for the current banksters and wealthy individuals to survive is to create the controlled meltdown and manage it through to completion. crypto will be outlawed in this cycle. The Great Reset has to happen, and when it does, the vast majority of the world's population will be left holding the bag. The powers that be do not care about you. They do not care whether you live or die. Everything that is going on in America is part of a sinister plan. The powers that want to be in power want to stay in power, but they want even more power. When the Great Reset happens, the powers that run the Federal Reserve will then be running the World Bank. It is during these tumultuous times that crypto will die. On the other side of the reset, those that retain and gain even more power will simply ban crypto because it usurps their ability to control the masses. Sure, you think I'm a whack job. That's okay with me. If you have crypto, you really just need to ask yourself one simple question. Why would a government, bankers, same people, why would a government, bankers allow a way for the peasants to do commerce that they do not get a financial cut from? The entire premises of crypto goes against the sovereign power of a government. Although a government technically will not be crypto, it will be a digital currency. Just as China banned Bitcoin, the U.S.A. will also come up with some way to do away with it also. I was also considered a Looney Tune when I said getting a vaccine would become mandatory. Again, when I said one day we'll be required to have a vaccine to fly on an airplane, I was considered conspiratorial then. When I mentioned that companies would fire a person if they didn't take the injection, I was said, no way, not in the United States. I was the crazy one when I said there would be food shortages in the United States, and now we accept barren shelves as normal because of supply chain issues. Yeah, I'm crazy, but then what is not these days? Get rid of your crypto, stock up on food, get what you need to survive, because when it hits, you will only have what you bring to the table. The United States government is run by the banks, and they do not want you to have any ability to challenge their sovereignty. Crypto must be wiped out because it is a challenge to that power. I will boldly state out loud that the banksters first want to take the position of all the money in the crypto market before it shuts it down. Once the value of Bitcoin is slowly taken away is when the banning will take place. I believe it will continue to drop slowly and then all at once. I see Bitcoin well below $4,000 easily. But not before the banksters take all of the value, just like they did to the dollar through inflation. The future of crypto, as we know it, is death. When that happens, everyone will turn to silver and gold, but then it will be too late. All of the silver will be gone as J.P. Morgan banksters have manipulated it and controlled it and now control well over 1.2 billion with a B ounces of silver themselves. Yep, crypto will be outlawed in the United States, if not the world. You just have to get off the tracks because the freight train is coming, and if you do not get out of the way, you will get wiped out. You just need to step off of the tracks the U.S. dollar is currently taking. Get your silver, get your gold sooner than later, because if you wait too long, there will be none left on the market to buy as the prices shoot beyond, well, they will shoot well beyond the current reality. Crypto will die because it's a challenge to governmental sovereignty. Simple fact.